heck, man? I'm just trying to teach you some stuff about the brain, like, relax. I know your parents tell you that video games are bad for you, but today I'm here to tell you why they aren't. It only took you milliseconds to turn, acquire me as a target, and shoot me. You see, the average human reaction time is 250 to 300 milliseconds, which is about this fast. So let's take a look at your brain. Towards the bottom of this diagram, you can see that's the brainstem, and the brainstem is responsible for many of your involuntary actions, which include your heart rate, breathing, and your reflexes. That's how you're able to turn and shoot me so fast. Let's take another look at the clip of you shooting me. Not only did you do it really fast, but you also shot really accurately, and that's responsible for your motor skills and your muscle memory. You see, you are able to move your mouse the perfect distance at a perfect speed in order to hit me with those shots accurately. That's pretty amazing, right? Let's take a look at the brain again. The motor cortex is located at the rear of the frontal lobe of the brain. The motor cortex generates neural impulses that plan, control, and execute motor actions, such as the movement of your arms and hands. The basal ganglia located inside the cerebrum is responsible for regulating and initiating planned motor movements. The cerebellum located at the back of the brain really allows us to execute these movements accurately by obtaining important positional information to ensure smooth movement and timing. Kind of like a pilot who checks their surroundings and position before landing to ensure safety. The motor cortex, in addition to many parts of the brain, are responsible for muscle memory, which is how you knew how far to move your mouse to hit me. Myelin is an insulating layer that surrounds nerves in your body. As you repeat actions, more myelin forms so that you can perform the action more effectively. Think of it kind of like the rubber on a wire, which allows for more stable and efficient flow of electricity. In order to play games in the way that you do, you need a lot of focus and attention. You see, the frontal lobe of your brain is responsible for directing your attention in addition to many other brain functions. The frontal lobe is the biggest lobe in your brain and also one of the most important. It's located right behind your forehead, and you can think of it as the manager of the brain, as it's responsible for many different tasks such as speech, motor skills, personality, and attention. Despite popular belief, it's actually impossible to multitask because your brain can only focus on one thing at a time. Don't believe me? Try this. Out loud, say the font color of the words that pop up. Pretty difficult, right? The challenge was hard because your brain didn't know whether to focus on the font color or the word itself, because both gave information about color. Now that you understand the relationship between your brain and video games, don't be afraid to play. Just don't play too much, because too much of anything, of course, is bad.